Kirby's Air Ride is a fantastically simple game. I have to qualify it as being fantastically simple because if I just called it simple or simplistic, that could seem like a negative, almost an insult. But Air Ride is one of those games that's simple in a way that improves it dramatically. And this game really takes it to an extreme. There are a grand total of 2 buttons you use to play, and that's counting the control stick. That stick is used to point where you want the character to go, like most 3D games, and the A button is used for everything else. If you hold the A button, it'll make your racer boost, though it brings you to almost a complete standstill while you're doing it. Somewhat similar to a drift in Mario Kart, it needs to be used only in specific scenarios, or else it's going to make things worse for you instead of better. You can also tap the A button when you're near what basically amount to trash mobs, random enemies around the map that serve as power-up vending machines. So instead of them just lying around on the track, you have to get close to other people. Even if this was all there was to Air Ride, I would already be wholeheartedly recommending it as a fun arcade racer that doesn't take itself too seriously. And it can certainly be that for you if you like it to be. But like a lot of Nintendo games, there's a hidden layer of depth beneath the surface. The different vehicles in the game, which it calls machines, are all very unique. The default one is basically the Mario of Kirby's Air Ride, kind of a balanced all-rounder that controls easily and just kind of works. But as you start to use the other machines, you're presented options that completely change the way the game is played. One might not have boost at all, making up for it in other parts. Another brings your machine to a complete halt when you boost, allowing you to make turns by pivoting in place. That said, there's still not a lot to be found here in single player. There are races with bots across the tracks and it's fine, but there aren't really enough tracks to make it that interesting. The most fun you'll have here is multiplayer, which can be done the traditional way with 4-player split screen, but it can also be played over LAN as one of the handful of games that supported the GameCube broadband adapter. The way you'd probably play it would be split screen, but if you can get together 4 GameCubes and 4 TVs, have at it. It's a tired cliche at this point, but Kirby's Air Ride is very much an easy to learn, hard to master type game. I think it's even more approachable than Mario Kart might be for a lot of people, but it also holds quite a bit of depth in its different handling mechanics that don't really exist in Mario Kart. Every single one of those carts still handles reasonably the same. They might be a little slower, a little faster, they might be a little bulkier, but they all kind of work the same. So Kirby's Air Ride has quite a bit that sets it apart from its competition, and while we've never seen a sequel of any sort, I think the original game is still just as fun as it was when it came out.